Plays Games with Jay.
Hey Jay,
What's up?
what character voices did you enjoy doing the most on this channel?
Character voice I enjoyed doing the most?
Yeah.
Oh God. I guess Golda was fun.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to think who else. I mean, I guess people love that what was Usami, right?
Oh, Usami especially.
I mean, it was just different to do, like
Oh, and that's it was a great
yeah.
voice. And also one of the funniest parts is when we were doing the Nagito escape room.
You're like reading
and then you're like you're like so pissed and you're like just started laughing.
How
So they told me to read the line. It's so good.
I don't care about the character, but I did like what's his name? Also from Danganronpa 2. What's the mechanic's name?
Kazuichi?
Yeah.
Yeah, that raspy kind of thing. Yeah.
Ow, Miss Sonia. Hi.
Now they didn't ask this, but I'm curious. Are there any of my voices that you had like enjoy your favorite of my voices?
Oh yeah, Monokuma.
Oh, I love Monokuma.
Monokuma's great.
Monokuma.
I'm trying to think what else or who else. Bowser.
Ah, yes, Bowser.
Oh, I love doing Kami Koopa as well.
Oh yeah, your Kami Koopa is so good. Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I didn't like Zero Escape, but when we did joking banter with Ace.
Oh yeah.
Like Jake's like that's what you're laughing at.
Or just like, it was a whoopee cushion.
Yeah. It's like, oh Ace.
Man.
Yeah.
A lot of people commented, and I agree with them. I think you do have a very good knack for I know you have no aspirations or interest in voice acting, but I think you have a lot of good instincts in that field of like being able to understand a character, because oftentimes you would be like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm like, your instincts are on point. You just follow your instincts.
That's nice to hear. I appreciate from everybody. I'm no aspirations.
Are there any games you wished to cover on this channel but didn't? There's one we almost did.
Which one?
Katamari. We just didn't have time.
Katamari. Yeah.
Are there any games you're like, that would have been fun to cover? If we,
I mean, it would have been nice to do a Persona game, but like those games.
Yeah,
are too
we had talked
long.
about it, but they're too long.
They're too long, and
just like Jay, too long.
Too long, and like, what's the I don't know what the payoff would be. Wow, this moveset sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
Again, it's fine. We're mainly just doing questions.
I am truly looking for something.
How about, where was this one? Would you be willing to guest star in the future? Oh, we're planning on having
100%
for sure.
Guest star in the future.
Like he's, even though we're saying goodbye, it's funny. Like, I think you and I will definitely be seeing each other throughout the year. I think at least once.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Maybe a couple times. So
yeah.
It's like we're saying goodbye, I guess, but we also hang out, on Discord and stuff. So like, whether it's online or whether it's when he comes to visit, or I might be visiting him at some point.
Yeah. It will happen.
Yeah, but yeah, when he comes to town and if he wants to record, he is 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100. Oh no. Well, we'll definitely record when I'm in town.
Will Jay be posting more on his channel now that he won't be here? That's an interesting question. Will you be posting?
I mean, I'll try, but
sure.
Something if you guys don't know, I have a YouTube channel at Jay Perrier, and something that I prefaced disclaimer in my first intro video was saying, hey, like there's a good chance I might not keep this up. I'm having fun with it. It's a nice creative outlet, but I'm not trying to become the next YouTube star or anything. I was just like, I just want to put stuff out, videos don't always come to me. That's bullshit. What
happened?
I put him to sleep and he immediately wakes up and uses Roar. This stupid piece of shit. All right, fucking, oh my god, sorry. Yeah, so I'll do my best. But just stay tuned. Just keep checking it out. And yeah. So.
Let's see.
What's up?
Interesting question.
What do you mean counter missed? Counter can miss?
Apparently,
what?
Anything's possible with Wobbuffet.
Dude, what?
How much of a dad/fatherly figure do you think SungWon is? I don't think I'm a fatherly figure.
I mean, hey, to be fair, you keep referring to me as your son. So.
Well.
I don't think that's the correct
fatherly figure. How do you view it?
You're just a close friend.
Yeah.
You're a close friend who cares.
Yeah. That's about or maybe adjacent to brother, but we're not brother like level. But I do treat some friends like I treat my younger brother. So I think that's the closest we can get to that. I do have older brother energy, even if the person is older than me. Although Jay's younger than me.
Yes.
It's something that I've talked about with people. Like, oh, you can tell when someone's a younger sibling, older sibling. Not all the time, but a lot of cases. What's your favorite memory with me? Not on the channel, just of all time. Do you have a favorite memory?
I don't know what your favorite memory of me is.
I'm curious what you think my favorite memory is.
What'd you score? 4.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
One of the first times we met.
Yeah.
My favorite memory with am I not wrong? Am I wrong with that in terms of your favorite memory with me? Is it now the Guardians ride? Because
that's pretty good too. Yeah.
Let me think about my favorite memory with you. I don't know, because it's more so just like there just been good times. We've just been hanging out, playing games. Probably late night at a convention or something,
Yeah.
Like we're just playing games and just shooting the shit.
Late night at a convention, or I do a lot of board game nights. Ugh.
You did not like that move animation, huh?
Not at all. I think probably also conventions are up there too, because it's it's kind of like a special experience. We get to usually hang out with people and I will say I'm glad that you got to meet my friend Billy, who passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy,
that. Billy Kometz.
No, Billy is awesome.
He is. Yeah, he was a great guy, and I'm glad that we got to. Some of those times are some really good memories, like Anime Nebraska and board game nights and stuff like that.
I definitely I didn't know Billy for long, but I definitely consider him a friend as well. And whenever we were waiting in between panels, and you would go up first, and I was chilling with Billy, it's just talking to him and shooting the shit was just really nice. And
I think my favorite, it's not a memory, but I think for me with COVID, a lot of my friends got to meet each other, and it's Jay has now just become this fixture amongst not only, I think you're this way in a lot of your friend groups, but also in my friend group, everyone's oh, everyone loves Jay, everyone knows Jay. Jay's the guy, Jay's, so I'm glad that we got to know each other.
Yeah.
This is more general, but it also sounds like we're not seeing each other again. But
no, that's why I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be back at some
yeah, that's the thing.
World.
I was joking earlier today. I was it's gonna be did you move? Are you Are you still here?
People are gonna be oh, we have to do something. I'm gonna be back in a couple months, just for work or something.
Right. Here's a question: is there a particular game you played that really surprised you? It can be in a good way or a bad way.
That really surprised
you were
me.
Not expecting your reaction.
Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
I didn't think it was gonna be bad or anything. I was this will be cute, but I was I didn't expect to be so into it. Danganronpa obviously had many surprises. I know we keep referring to the same games, but that just speaks to how
memorable they were. Sure.
Yeah, I am trying to remember if there was a game. There was a one and done game that surprised.
Let me pull up the. All right, I don't want to. get away from the question, so never mind. I'll look at it later. What would have been the most difficult Let's Play you've done on this channel? What was like the most difficult one?
Nagito's Escape Room.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to think about. Okay, so let's aside from Zero Escapes and Danganronpa. Aside from those games, right? Like, the most difficult games are the ones we had technical issues with. Like, for example, some N64 games where the footage is just so dark for some reason. We don't know
funny fact. For that April Fool's joke, we recorded that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you have that little tidbit of trivia. We turned on. We're like, oh my god, why is the footage so dark? Whatever.
Yeah, we're just gonna roll with
it. Made Jay
it.
sick. I was like, oh boy.
I was truly hurting.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite shoujo manga?
Shoujo manga. Would you consider? You wouldn't consider. No, Blue Flag's not a shoujo. But I'm trying to think of what was the last shoujo manga I read. Is Girls Don't Play Fighting Games a shoujo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That one's great.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying that one right now.
It's been a while.
Do you still practice Korean speech or read in Korean at all? Or play games in Korean or...
Yeah. When I watch like reality shows or K-dramas with friends, I try my best to like read any Korean subtitles and then just listen. And then I learn a lot. I learn a lot of like, oh, they use this kind of vernacular now or something, you know? It's interesting. I try my best. I really want to get to a point in my life where I can fluently not just speak but also write in Korean, because I would love to just like write for a K-drama. I think that'd be so. I think that'd be so cool. Even if it's not a good K-drama, just be like, I'd be like to all my writer friends, like, oh yeah, I'm getting this work. I'm in this room right now. I'm like, oh, you only get local work? You don't get international work? Okay. Like, I just want to be able to do that.
Sure. Would you ever want to try to learn a third language?
That'd be nice, but I don't have time.
If you could learn one, which one would you pick?
Probably Japanese, just so I could go to Japan more.
Sure.
But I honestly would love to fluently know Spanish just because it's a useful language. So
yeah, both are good answers. I get Japanese because I'm also a weeb, but I do Spanish would be extremely useful just in general. Someone here is having asked, like, you're a big inspiration because you follow your dreams to make Bounty Light a reality. What helped you stay motivated to see it through? I guess just general advice, like, if anyone wants to do what you do with Bounty Light, what advice can you give them in general?
The number one thing is, at least for me, is finding friends who you trust and believe in your project and get what your project is about, because there's a difference of like support and understanding your project, right?
Sure.
And I was thankful in finding who you just recently met, my editors Jason and Rachel, who are amazing, and but they get what the project is about, and they were able to help me make it happen.
Sure.
And it would not have happened without them. So I don't want to bother them all the time and be like, let's talk about it all the time, even though I would love to. I could endlessly talk about Bounty Light all the time.
Sure.
But it was more so like, hey, like, I'm trying to workshop a thing. Do you mind hearing me out or something like that? And just
do they know the characters as well as you do, like back, like front and back, almost? Not like as well as you do because you're the creator, but
not as well as they do because they purposely are like, they know like secrets about them.
But I'm talking, so they know, like, but I'm talking about, like, for example, you mentioned anything about it, they know what you're talking about immediately, as if they were someone who read Bounty Light as a
within the contents of the first book and what we're working on the second book.
Sure,
I will say that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the specific lines and moments don't come to them as, because I'm just married to it,
Yeah.
But yeah, They're pretty on top of it, and they are also really good at helping me workshop certain dialogue. I'm like, hey, do you think this is something that Dorado would say? And they're like, actually, I think Dorado would say like draw this out and over-explain this. Like, great. It's like, oh, I think like Andy wouldn't say this because it's a little too brash for what she's like. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Like, you know, because whenever my first drafts them, I just like write like quick dialogue. It's like I always tell them like dialogue is the last thing we edit.
Sure.
Like I'm like, just let's focus on story and moments and beats and moments.
Gotcha.
And does that work out? Then we'll clean up the dialogue. So,
Favorite moment in Paper Mario?
favorite moment in Paper Mario, the first one.
Either one.
Because the first one is just reading Bowser's diary.
That's I
Yeah.
love that so much.
So,
Yeah.
and then meeting Twink for the first time.
Yeah.
I think I like was like losing my shit when I met him.
Yeah.
Like
Twink.
yeah, I couldn't handle his name was Twink.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What is Munji's backstory? How did you get her? How did you name her?
So I really, once I finally moved into my studio apartment, I was like, the first thing I wanted was a cat. But I was like, let me settle in first. And a lot of friends were, when are you getting a cat? When are you getting a cat? I was like, I don't know, but I'll just look at adoption sites. And then there was one tortie cat that I saw. I was like, oh, let me reach out to it, like ask about it. And someone said, oh, she just got adopted. I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm glad she has a home. And I was like, well, maybe I should like stop on the cats for now. And then as I scrolled down on like the page, I saw a new entry. For then that would be for another tortie cat, that would be Munji. And I was like, oh my god. I emailed the person about it at like 1 a.m. I was like, hey, like I'm interested in meeting this cat, you know, let me know when's good for you. And they're like, do you want to meet tomorrow? I was like, oh, okay. And I just went, and they left me in the room with her, and for like 10 minutes, the very second the door was closed, Munji just jumps on my lap and just starts purring before I even like pet her or anything. And I was like, holy shit, like this cat.
It's a good cat. That's a good cat right
This is
there.
a very good cat. So
And the name Munji?
what's up?
Why she named Munji?
Oh, why did I name?
I know the answer.
Why did I name Munji? Because Munji in Korean means dust, and she keeps eating dust. But I also thought Munji's just a cute sounding name.
It's a good name.
A lot of people are like Munji, and then my mom just laughs like, why? So
Like, hey, dirt.
yeah, basically.
How many tattoos do you have?
I have 4. I want more.
What are they?
My very
They said they know about the certain magical index. I mean Steins Gate one.
Oh, that's right, because the anime openings, I thought it was Magical Index opening 2 instead of Steins Gate.
Got it.
They have the same radio noise in the beginning.
Interesting.
You're like, okay, whatever. Fucking Hyper Beam. My very first tattoo is a silhouette of the park bench at the end of 500 Days of Summer. 500 Days of Summer is a movie that I very much enjoyed during my college years. And the line, there's a quote that says May 23rd was a Wednesday underneath this bench. May 23rd was a Wednesday is a line that the narrator says on the last day of the movie. And I always thought that was interesting because it's the only line that's not in the final shooting script. So I thought I always found some sentiment, you know, in that line.
Okay.
My second tattoo I got is on my left shoulder. It is you would never know. You would never know if just by looking at it. It's basically an eye on a rose on a web.
Okay.
And it's just that. Oh shit. Okay, please kill this thing. It's just that kind of design. But the whole meaning behind it is my ode to Spider-Man stuff. Like the web being uneven web patterns is to always be tactical and forward thinking for any situation. Like Octavius, who is superior Spider-Man, which is my favorite Spider-Man. The rose is always being kind to others and including especially yourself as well, which is for Peter Parker, who always has a problem of like he's always wearing himself down. And then the eye is being true to yourself as always as you find yourself like Miles Morales. So yeah, that's that tattoo. My third tattoo is right behind my left leg. It's just a cat. It's just a normal cat with that smiling, covered with flowers. I was like, this is a cute cat. So
Not even Munji.
No, this is pre-Munji for sure. So and then my fourth tattoo is the Steins Gate one on my left arm. So
How about the one on your ass?
We don't talk about that.
What is your favorite shiny Pokemon you do not yet have? Do you have like a Holy Grail one?
Not a Holy Grail one, but one that's been constantly evading me in multiple games has been Noibat and Noivern.
What does it look like?
You know,
purple,
like,
right?
It's not purple. It's like teal.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So it's a pretty good color. But I don't know why. I just have not been able to get this Pokemon. It's been weird. So, but I don't super hardcore hunt for it. I'm just kind of like, if I see it, but I'm like, I thought I'd run into it by now.
What's your biggest takeaway from your experience on this channel? If they say something like a memory, a skill, a sense of growth, or change within yourself, anything?
I don't know. It was just a good time. That's it. You know? Mm-hmm. It was just nice.
It was fun. It was worth it. You don't regret it?
I don't regret it. It was a good 2 years, and I wish I could do more, but life's bringing me elsewhere.
Sure. So. Let's see here.
Man, I was so close to winning. Are you kidding me?
Besides the Nagito escape room, were there any moments in recording that were so infuriating you wanted to get up and leave? If you can remember, if there were any.
I mean, a very specific death in Danganronpa 2 that like shocked me.
I'm slapping my knee.
To be fair, I'm not even that crazy about the character anymore.
Yeah.
But like
at the time, it was just
at the
so,
time it was so
shocking
fresh
too. Yeah.
It was like I was just not ready for it. You know, I was like,
Did
like
you lose again?
I did lose again.
Okay, got it.
But like it's whatever.
No,
like,
I'm just do something else.
There's nothing else to do.
There's stadium cups.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
Oh, okay. If you're having fun.
Yeah. We'll pick this up tomorrow.
Yeah, I loved that watching him walk around. Yeah,
The apartment.
it's one of the funniest things. All right, see you tomorrow.
See ya.